کاوش پلاس.
Security is top of mind in the U.S. in the final days before Tuesday's presidential election. Both the threat of violence at the polls and the security of voting itself. There is intense focus on fears of widespread fraud and intimidation, and heightened concerns about cyber attacks. But as Jackson Prosko reports, officials are on high alert.
The security fence is still up outside the White House, left over from a summer of unrest. While the rest of Washington is quickly boarding up, preparing for every possible election outcome on Tuesday. In cities across the U.S., police are getting ready.
Let's just be honest, 50% of the population is not going to be happy.
The security of the vote and of voters are nagging worries. There's concern about armed poll watchers disrupting Election Day. At least 5 states are considered at risk for violence from armed militias, like the one that plotted to kidnap the governor of Michigan.
The department will continue to plan for any type of civil unrest, national civil unrest. We're thinking about larger civil unrest, either stemming from an election result or non-result.
Hi there.
Then there are the threats, both foreign and domestic, that could upend the election and its aftermath. Hackers in Georgia have penetrated state election databases. Iran is accused of sending threatening emails to voters using stolen registration data. Disinformation, especially from foreign governments, risks fueling tension.
I am concerned about what happens next.
And some are preparing for the worst.
2020 has been a bumper year for gun sales. Between the months of March and September, Americans purchased more than 15 million firearms. That is nearly twice as many as the same period last year, and nowhere more so than right here in Michigan.
People that are new to firearms, that have no background to it, they are now realizing that they need to protect themselves.
Last year, this Michigan gun store sold 300 handguns. So far this year, they've sold 3,000. Across the state, firearms sales in September tripled.
Freedom being threatened by the things that are going on right now, yeah.
These volunteer militia members, self-styled defenders of the Constitution, have existed in Michigan for decades.
But during the Trump administration overall, we've actually seen what we think is a pretty solid increase in these groups and in their members. President Trump has played into many of their fears.
بیشتر بدانیم.